Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Nuggets video. My name is King of Accra. I'm a music producer, a sound engineer, a songwriter, and many more. Now today we have a very interesting topic that I want us to look at, and it is none other than the issue of copyright. That is an area that has so much going on, and I have a case that I want us to look at. Okay, so we're about to get into that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me. However you found yourself here, I am grateful that you were able to join me, and we're going to learn a whole lot of things today. So there's a producer, music producer by name of Spiky, and he recently won a copyright case. A copyright case in court against CAF. He was in court with CAF battling for a while, because these things go on for a long time. So with all this back and forth, adjournment and all that, he happened to win the case against none other than CAF. CAF, being the Confederation of African Football, had to take a nosedive, or had to take the L for this one. And we are here to go through the case as much as we can, and then dissect it and get to learn what we can or we can't do, learn the limitations, and learn all the things that we need to learn as creative people in protecting our work, and also as consumers of the work that we create, where their limitations end. Okay, so let's first look at copyright. What is copyright? Copyright is a right owned by the creator of a said work that is supposed to protect the person who created the work from things like what I just mentioned, like someone just hears your music and they feel like they like it, and with no permission from you, they feel like they could just snatch the song from the internet and put it under a video and then just start editing it and then releasing it. And that is extremely wrong. That's why there are laws like the copyright laws to protect you. So it's going to protect you, and also make sure that you are compensated when your rights for the copy of that work has been infringed on. And we're speaking on music because, of course, I'm a music person, but it's not limited to music. It also goes into movies, into paintings, into drawings, into whatever creative piece of work that is out there that you create. You are protected by the copyright law. So like I mentioned earlier in the video, the Confederation of African Football took an L against Spiky because the court found them to have infringed on the rights of the producer called Spiky. Okay, so we have also gone through to learn about what copyright is in the layman's term. There's a right of the creator, and this right or this law helps protect the creator from harms like these. So let's look at the reasons why Spiky won his case. First of all, CAF argued out that they did not use Spiky's work commercially. They didn't use his beat or Okonfa. The beat is called Okonfa Noche, and they claim they did not use it commercially, as in it was not in. They didn't make any monetary gains from it. But then it's neither here nor there. That's the right thing to say, because you are not the one to determine that. You are CAF, you are huge, you are a giant, you are a force to reckon with. So you can't say I've used Spiky's beat in my ads or in my social media videos, so it was not used commercially. It was used commercially because those videos, I don't know in which capacity exactly they used it, or which video they used it, but whatever they used it for, it was for a purpose. And if it's even supposed to create an awareness, it has been used commercially, you understand? So that is not for them to say. And of course they are in the picture, so if you are in the picture, you can't see the whole picture clearly. You are in a frame, so you can't see your whole self clearly. If you are able to take a few steps back and then look at the picture again, you'll be able to see that, okay, this is where I probably might have used it commercially. Maybe you didn't make any money from it, but then the gains that you made are quite significant and also will be determined as commercial use. So that is one fact, that CAF claimed they did not use the beat commercially, but it wasn't up to them. Of course, it was never up to them to determine that, because of course, like I said, they are in a picture. So second of all, the scale of use. CAF's event is a big deal. Like I mentioned, that they are a giant in African football. They are a force to reckon with, you understand? So they having their event and using Spiky's beat as part of the promotional tools to buttress or to support whatever commercial videos we're making to create awareness. Like I said, I don't know what capacity they used it in, but whatever they used it in, the scale of use determines that they did definitely not respect the rights of Spiky, because the scale of use was for an event. And if you have an event that is a CAF event, you have all sorts of dignitaries coming around. You could have the president of African states coming there, and this raises the bar. So the scale of use was huge, you understand. In this one, it was really huge. So of course the judge will look at all these things and definitely give them the deserving L that they got for this. Now, the next one that is most grievous of all is the lack of permission. Like sometimes corporate institutions feel like, okay, I can just take this sound from the internet and use it because it is freely available. No, I was telling someone a few days ago that there's no musician who does not want to make any money from their creations. It's quite wrong if you are sitting there assuming that there are songs on YouTube that are termed as copyright free, so it can be used. No, you need to seek for permission from whoever created that sound, whoever created that image, whoever created that picture, whoever shot this picture. You need to definitely go and ask permission from them, and when they grant you that permission, be it by word of mouth or in writing, then you are good to go, and you can definitely use it in any way, shape or form within the permission that the creator has given you. So let's definitely keep that in mind. Asking for permission or seeking for permission to use someone's work is like the first thing that you should think about. It shouldn't be the last thing, just because and from what I'm reading, when the issue came up and Spiky came online to talk about it, they quickly went to delete it. You've used it. People have seen it. There's a record of you using that person's work online. So be it you deleting it or not, you have committed by using it in the first place and releasing the video. So it's neither here nor there when you go and delete it. So of course, lack of permission is wrong. Now also, we have to take a look at the fact that when you're licensing a work, which is very important, you should license all your work, or you should license a majority of your work, or if you can. For example, I use certain services to put my music out there, or license, or get publishing, and all of that costs money. I pay $100 flat fee to use Song Trust for publishing and collecting my mechanical royalties in the United States. So that is me spending money. I've lost money there by opting for that service. So of course the court will look at the fact that Spiky spent money to license that Okonfanoche beat, and of course you should be able to credit him or compensate him when you use his work. So all these go down. These are the points that I'm going to make. They go down to also affect the case. My take on all this is that you might be a global giant or a continental giant, but you are definitely not above the law. So when there's a case or when there's something that you have done that is not within the confines of the law, you need to do the needful rather than hurry up and go and delete something from the internet because you feel like that's the only place that it has been. But works do transcend. You might put something on YouTube and then the next thing you know, someone's downloaded it, it's playing on TikTok, it's playing on Facebook, it's playing on Instagram. You didn't put it there, but then just that one move that you did caused a domino effect that is now coming back to haunt you. So you don't want to be at the wrong side of the law, whether you are an African giant, an American giant, a global giant, whoever you are. You need to definitely be within the confines of the law. Don't go and take people's work and then just go hard on it. And when the issue arises and you are being summoned to court, you are hurrying up to go and delete, and you are not trying to make compensations available for people. When you go on YouTube and you find people using all types of works for their videos, it's quite dangerous when you feel like, okay, I'm just going to use this because it's written copyright free. There's yes, of course, people might label as copyright free, but probably it is they trying to get you to use their work. And if it goes back and then they get their lawyers and they are coming after you, that is problem for you. You don't want to be at the wrong side of the law, because this case made Spiky receive compensation of up to $250,000, and that is huge money. That is huge money in these present in 2024. 2020, we're in 2024 right now, and we are in the month of July. $250,000 is a huge deal. So let's not relent on that, unless you have a whole lot of $250,000 to spread around, and then that's good. You can go on infringing on people's rights, and then you keep on paying. But let's, on a more serious note, this can happen to any other institution. It can happen to TV stations, it can happen to radio stations, it can happen to advertising companies. So everybody just needs to be aware and need to note that when you are going to use someone's work, you need to do the needful. You need to do the you need to go a step ahead and find out whose right you may be infringing on, because you don't want to be at the wrong side of the law. And this is what I had to come and tell you today. I was super excited bringing this. Shout outs to the great person who gave me this idea, and I really appreciate everybody who comes on my page to listen. When they see my link, they click, they know that I'm going to drop these nuggets for them. And I definitely went through some learning processes to bring this whole thing together so that we can all learn. If you have any comments, just keep dropping them. Subscribe to this channel, make sure you're following me, and then we can all grow together. I don't know it all. I learn, I bring it on board, I share, we all bring ideas together, and then we grow. This is King of Accra. I'm happy to have you here. Keep on following me for these nuggets. Boom.